So I'm back out doing thistles. This is a big little patch of them. And there's some blackberry in there as well, so I mowed my path through here today. My hay bales have been taken over by just weeds, nothing tall. So I've been contemplating that today because I'm not going to mess with all this. I've got all the big stuff out of there. And this is just little silly vines and stuff. So I'm keeping thistles out of my field. I'm letting everything else grow, except for just a walking path. Giving wildlife a chance to build my soil for me while doing less mowing this year. It seems to be working pretty well. I mean, this stuff is, it's keeping the soil covered, and this is huge stuff. So it's definitely helping make soil. Even over in that part of the field where it was less growy last year, it's tall. It's as tall as I am. And my pasture looks better than my neighbor's. He's got cattle on his, and he's grazing it. They basically eat all the grass out of it. So I'm planning to rotational graze many years from now once I get out here. So I'm just trying to keep everything built up and let it grow. And then we'll mow once this year, probably in early spring. Knock everything down and let it go again next year and see what happens. The hay bales, don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna have to burn them. It's a project. All right, I walked the property, and I guess he found his way out because I haven't seen him since I've been back. Thank goodness. Time to shut the doors down and go home. So I'm back out. It's 97 degrees today, getting on up there. I'm spraying thistles again. Not spraying them, I'm cutting them and painting them with some Thistle and some herbicide mixed in it. I did that one last week, but I was out again today, and I just walk the place once a week and look for new thistles. I got a ton of them last week. There were more in this area up here. This is more weedy. The rest of the fields are pretty clear. These hay bales are a mess again. I've got some kind of vine growing in them. I'm very anti-Roundup, but I wound up spraying Roundup on the vine because I don't know what kind of vine it is. I've taken a picture of it so that I can try to identify the leaf. It doesn't look like, it's a very small leaf, so it doesn't look like kudzu or anything. So I think I'm clear on that, but I do not want to get some kind of crazy vine growing that I can't get under control. So I hate Roundup, but I only sprayed it up on the hay bales. I didn't spray it anywhere else, and I'm not going to. So today I'm just out looking again for thistles. I'm walking it, and I'm up on the tractor now so I can see down and anything. Some of them are blooming now. You know, there's one right there. Big one. And I missed it last week walking by. They sneak up on you sometimes, and I think they grow quick. So I'm going to cut that one and paint it. And I've already done a bunch all in this field, but now I'm making a second pass. I walk both ways so I can see them both ways. And when I'm cutting one, I stop and do a 360 all the way around. Because sometimes you won't see one that as you walked up to it, but when you do the 360, you'll see it. And that's pretty much it. I don't really have any other major weed problem. You know, there's a lot of blackberry in there, but I don't mind that. I got it out of the hay bales. That was all I was really worried about. So the hay bales are taking over right now, and I'm not weed eating them just because it's just too much trouble. And none of this stuff is going to get big. If anything gets big and brushy, I'll cut it out. This summer's been all about save some diesel, don't mow, let the thing just grow some soil, hopefully. And I think it's working fine. I'm cutting me a path once I figured up it had been 12 weeks since I'd cut my path before. And I just go around the perimeter by the fence, and everything seems fine. The rest of it I'm just letting grow. Try to do a little soil building, see what happens. So I've got my clippers, and I'll just go cut it, and then I'll paint it. Let's do one. It takes no time. You know, this one has not bloomed yet, so it's not, just chop it off. Try to get down a little bit low. That leaves 3 stalks. And then Greg Judy taught me about this, the paint. Just paint it on. You know, I get it in the stalk where it'll hopefully go down the stalk, and then I just try to paint a little on the stalk. Done. So I am using chemicals. I hate it, but I hate thistle a lot more, and I don't want that stuff coming up every year. So I want to try to get it off the property. This is not intensive. I mean, it's just some diesel with some herbicide mixed in it, and I'm spot treating it. So I mean, I've used 1 gallon the whole year, and I've still got a 1/4 gallon to go. So I mean, I'm not putting much chemical in this place at all, which is definitely a goal. So plus I get a little Tennessee sauna in the process because it's hot as crap out here, and I get to sweat a lot, which is also good for you to get the chemicals out of you, I believe.